Alright, good evening. Hello friends. How's it going? Shones, hello. Harry Smallwood, hello. Funzy. Shones, oh yeah, you just mentioned you. ODM, yo. Hubert, hello. 18 months, thank you. Rue, hola. Frank the third, hello. Kibuloy, hello. How's it going, guys? Good to see you all once again. So as promised, the board did arrive today, and so we are building it. Third time's the charm. Yeah. Just honestly, just have a lot going on. Trying to pump out builds before I get busy. So March is gonna be like a little busier. I'm gonna be away for a little bit and gonna be busy with work stuff. So, you know, trying to get as much stuff done as possible before then. But yeah, I'm doing all right though. You know, I was off work for today because it was a bank holiday. It's President's Day, so caught the day off. So that was nice. Let's see. Alright, so today we're going to be building the Dolch TKL prototype. This is a prototype made by Bahm Studio. Bahm. They reside in Korea, South Korea. And Keyverest, Mount Keyverest, I think they also designed the Nyaong 75, as well as some other boards. But this is an endeavor from them. And they pretty much just sent out this build, this board for me to check out, and this is a prototype unit, so it will have some defects, which I'll point out. But you know, they're planning on getting feedback and, you know, doing a production run some point soon. So, all right, so let's get started, shall we? So let's open this up. So we got some MX Reds prepped for today, and we got some stabs over here. Came in this really large box. Whoa, did I shock something? Yeah, okay, there we go. It's kind of heavy on the ESD lately. Alright, so it comes in this nice box. I believe this is the Keyverest logo. Got some foam. And then we got our PCB. It's a McLovin PCB. It's an Infinity 87 hot swap. Let's take that out of the bag. So there it is. Standard TKL PCB in hot swap. And then we got the board itself. We got the hardware, bump-ons, daughter board cable. So let us take out the daughter board separately. Got our bump-ons, standard SJ, what is that, 5302? I forget what the exact number is. The standard bump-ons, the 3M ones, and then we got a couple of, looks like acrylic badges, acrylic made badges, that just say Dolch on them. So these are just to, you know, you just paste on the insert area for that. A couple of those, and then I assume screws for the daughter board and some spares. So, and then here's the board. Comes in a microfiber cloth. Wow, copy strike. Well, you know, have to get as close as you can, right? So here is the board itself. Oh, it's wow, shock, very shocking. So there it is. Yeah, zapping a lot here. So here's the board. It comes in black and wind keyless. Looks like we got a alu plate. Looks like a top mount alu plate. Big forehead indeed, just like an original Dolch. If you wanted to see an original Dolch, I actually have one. A G80 1813, right? I think. I have the original Dolch right here. So, you know, if you take a look at the two, strikingly similar, right? You know, you can just put this guy here and you get something very, very similar. Not hollow like the original though. I guess. Yeah, I mean, different. But, you know, obviously does have some similarities and some differences, but, you know, pretty nice. Same but different. Yes. That's the idea here, right? So here's the board, and some has some defects that I was told about, like has a like little micro holes here. That was because in one part of the process the drill just went through a little bit extra, and so it just created a small hole. And then they said there was some kind of anodizing defect, but I can't see it. Somewhere in the bottom case. Maybe it's on the inside actually. Maybe it's on the inside or on the sides, but can't really tell. I guess we can put one of these little badges over. Let's see. Does this have a cover as well? I think it does. Like that, and we got ourselves our bump-ons. Oh, there's an area for, oh, I see. So there's two badges, one on the outside and one on the inside. That's cool. I mean, or well, not the inside, but the top and the bottom. Oh, I see. That's the anodizing defect. It's pretty small, but there's a little mark over here. Okay. So just a small cosmetic damage, but that, and again, this is a prototype, so these things happen. Obviously not to be present in any production units. I thought it would be worse. Okay, place our bump-ons, and we need to actually go into the case because we need to get that plate, right? So, and at the same time we can take a look at what the interior of the board looks like. I guess while I'm at it, I can put this badge as well. There we go. Calling Cherry tomorrow? Oh, nice. Good luck. This is a big boy, the left one. Yeah, it's an 1800. Okay, so we have. Actually, it looks like we have two different screws. We have these countersunk screws, and we have these socket head screws. So the countersunk screws here, just for the bottom part, and then got the bigger ones here. They like to reply to emails at 5:30, but I mean, isn't it 5:30 local time, which is like, aren't they? Wait, hold on. Where are they located? Is this like US based? 5:30 is crazy if it is. Chicago? Oh my god, that's insane. Looks like I missed this screw here. Is it just like not gonna come out? Okay, whatever. Alright, there it is. Alright, so chunky top piece. Look at that. Chunky top piece. This top piece is quite prominent. It's pretty big. It's pretty heavy. It's pretty heavy. I need to weigh these parts, man. These are heavy. Okay, so we got the plate over there. Got a big fish over here. I don't know what that's about. But and then we have the bottom piece here. Just it's pretty much as simple as it gets. It's literally just a cover for the bottom, and is, you know, provides the typing angle, right? So it's just a slanted piece like this. Serves for alignment here, and then provides the space for the daughter board, right? And then it's just that. It's just a slab of aluminum. It's just a wedge of aluminum, I guess. Similar plate to the Polestar seems like. Yeah, I believe it's the same plate as the Semo TKL as well. So it's there's a link to the Discord that has like a bunch of those notes, but basically it's top mount plate, Semo TKL, the same one, so this one actually, this board doesn't have a weight either. It's just because the board itself is so heavy already, I think. But yeah. All right, we can actually weigh this because this is fun. So we got the bottom piece, which weighs 4 pounds. 1.8 kilos just from the bottom piece alone with nothing else. Very nice. And the top piece is 1.2 kilos. 1.16, 1.17. So basically 1.2. Which I guess in other units it's 2 pounds and 10 ounces, right? 9 ounces. 2 pounds and 9 ounces. Still pretty heavy. So you know, you get a pretty hefty grand total when you put this all on, right? A total of 6 pounds and 9 ounces without any builds, which is about 3 kilos. So 3 kilos unbuilt, quite hefty. So yeah, it's very chunky. It's very heavy. So I don't think it needs any weights in my opinion, but you know, some people will beg to differ on that. All right, let's take out the plate because I'll need it. So it uses like it's top mount, but it's fastened by sort of like leaf springs. Like it's sort of has like a leaf spring mechanism, and it uses 2 screws on these larger ones and then 1 screw on these smaller ones. And so it's just fastened with screws here. F1 is 3 kilos, right? I'm not sure. I don't remember how much the F1 weighs, but the F1 does weigh quite a bit. It has a lot of stuff. Yes, this does not need a weight, that's for sure. The board itself is already quite hefty. Okay, so we remove the plate. Just a standard aluminum plate here. Has a bunch of cuts, and is universal, so supports you know, ISO and ANSI. But I believe the PCB is ANSI though. So there's that. So yeah, quite heavy. That drop made me jump. Why do you click on it if you knew that a drop was coming? Oh, never mind. I guess the clip title doesn't really say that. My bad. Okay, so let's get our parts here. Let's get some of these screws out of the way for now. Well, oh well, too bad. Sorry for the wake up jump. Okay, so here we have our components. Let's get started. Tell us what you ate today. Takeout? No, I had, let's see, in the afternoon, like for, you know, breakfast, like I guess brunch really, I had some soup. I made some like beef, cabbage, potato, like other veggies, like soup. I made like a soup. Just like I wanted something warm, something like comforting. So I made some soup. That was pretty good. I had it with rice. It's really yummy. And then I had, for dinner, I had some fish. I had some mackerel. I had a pan-fried mackerel and a spinach salad that I made. Pretty good. Yeah, overall ate pretty healthy today. Yeah, didn't really Do you get to try out the red ECHE switches? No, I was only sent the navies. So actually my commission for that specific board was to make the build guide. I was actually technically not asked to do a build like on stream or anything. It was much actually supposed to be the build guide itself. So yeah, I did it just for the navies, but I mean the same build guide can be used for the reds, but yeah, I didn't get to try the reds because that was not sent to me. Can I say after building with these tabs, I hate the locking pin, just use cherry clip screwing instead? Oh, that's fair. They can be a little annoying. Yeah. Is this the first time you make a build guide? Actually, yes. It is my first time I write a build guide in full with photos and everything. I like the other way that people would do it is to do like a video, right? But I'm not very good at well, no, I'm not gonna even say it. I'm not very good at I don't know how to edit videos, okay? Like at least not to the extent where it would look nice is what I would say. And so I haven't made a video build guide because it's just a lot for me at the moment to handle. And you know, people can always come into the stream and ask questions about any build process like portions if they're curious, but yeah, I have not made like a video either. Just that written build guide is the first one for sure. Hopefully it's comprehensive and informative enough. I did the best I could. I initially was thinking of doing something a little bit how do I say it? Not fancier, but a little bit different, I guess. My initial thought was a little different, more close-ups and all this whole like this thing, you know, all this thing of like taking the camera and taking pictures up close and all this kind of stuff at each step of the way. But then you know, I started using the overhead, and I was like, it's so easy to use the overhead because I don't need extra hands to hold the camera and take photos at the same time as I'm doing something. Because if I'm doing something and I need photos and I want, like, you know, like I'm holding stuff with my hands and I need someone else to take the photo or something like that, right? Or like using a tripod and a remote, which is totally fine. It's doable. It's just a lot more effort. And so I just stuck to the overhead camera, which worked perfectly fine. Especially for the purposes of the build guide, which doesn't really require like super high res. It needs to be just high res enough to see the details that are important. But then, like, you know, for publishing on the web, like, you don't need like, you know, 10,000 pixels, or I think like, you know, like, or like bajillion pixels. My bad. Not 10,000, but like bajillion pixels, right? Like I was like, okay, yeah, it's too much to do like that extra work, and so I figured just use the overhead, and it worked out fine. Just put it together forehead. Yes, I mean that also works as a build guide. Yes, just stop not knowing things and just know how to put it together forehead. Easy. All right. I think stabs are ready to be lubed. Igor, hello. Epsilon, hi, hello. Buh. Buh? Buh. Yes, buh. Buh. Trio TL, hello. Thanks for the Prime sub. Kinda just hit me, but aren't you now the longest running Western keyboard streamer? Maybe. Yeah. Because Nathan's retired. There are some other ones who did start around like a long time ago, like Anthony. He was the first one, I think, right? Anthony, I think was the first one. Chubies, I Am Me, You Are You, Top Clack. They're all, yeah, they all, I guess they all don't really do any streams or anything anymore. Anthony, I see streaming every so often about like, you know, like for other things like games and stuff, but not keyboards anymore. Nathan pushing 65, retired already? Yeah. I saw that there was an event in, was it LA? And Ryan showed up, Ryan Norbauer. I wonder if Nathan was there too, but maybe not. Gary? Wow. Some of these old names are really does take me back. Only if they served coffee would Nathan show up. You think? Is he still a big coffee person? I feel like I'm not sure. I guess everybody enjoys coffee though, but I'm not sure if he's like really into coffee. Nathan ghosting the fellow out of Discord. Wonder what he does nowadays at Norbauer HQ. Yeah, who knows? No, I have no idea. Definitely have not seen him active at all anywhere. That's for sure. Even in like remote locations. How about Sussboards? Sussboards, he has not been active either, no. He's not been active for like a while now. A couple of years maybe? And also Sussboards is not even... he started like in the pandemic, I think. Or something like that. Writes Tim Apple sounding ads for Norbauer. When I saw NB, I actually read New Balance at first, and I was like, huh? And I was like, oh wait, no, what are we talking about keyboards? Nathan probably rebuilding all his keyboards with Norvis tabs. Lucky guy. Yeah. Anthony was streaming games. Yeah, I do see him online streaming games every so often. So I know he's still doing stuff. It's just not keyboards. Then again, I think that kind of makes sense. Like most people move on from it once they also stop purchasing anything themselves and things like that. Like, you know, you just grow out of the interest of it. Eventually that'll happen to me too, probably. I mean, it's bound to happen to everybody. Do you clean the pre-lube on the MX2A Browns before lubing them with 205 G0? No, I don't. Unless I can see that it affects the action of the switch, like the slider, or let's say the spring in a very like negative way, then I do clean it. But otherwise, I leave it alone, because it's too much work for basically doing nothing. It actually doesn't do anything to the switch. If it doesn't touch, say, like parts that actually move in there. To be fair, a lot of hype has died. Yeah. I mean, like, there's so many options. The big hype portion, like especially like from the pandemic, has definitely died out now, right? So like it's calmed down a lot, and you can definitely tell from like even like viewership here, like, you know, it's weighing down quite a lot. I mean, obviously it's owed to me as well. Like I'm not as like regimented. Like I don't have like a very specific schedule, and like I don't do a lot of the stuff that's considered I don't know, meta, if it even exists. So too many of the same option, just in different colors. Yeah. I mean, it's iterative, it's repetitive, but that's something that, you know, people who are in keyboards kind of know about it anyway. Like it is an iterative thing. Like you are indeed buying similar things in different colors and whatnot. But that's because you like it, right? So yeah. But yeah, once people kind of get past that phase, I think people tend to move on, which is very, very common, very normal. I have a lot of friends who have also moved on. That said, that it's not like I don't keep in touch with them, but I do know that they are fully checked out. Like they don't really look at anything keyboard related anymore, and they enjoy what they have, and that's about it. Miyago resin clear out sale. Yeah, see you when they're all worthless. Let's see. Do you know the first person to start streaming keyboards, not as an of all time, but just a relatively older streamer? I actually don't know. Like, I mean, Tiny is pretty OG, but she doesn't stream anymore. She's so busy handling her shop and stuff. But she's pretty OG. She's like OG on Twitch. In general, Tiny makes things tiny. But yeah, the people we mentioned earlier, like one Anthony, Chubis, IME, You, and then Top Clock, and then was like Nathan, myself, yeah. Who will teach us all about keyboard history? Hey Matt, how are you? I once asked whether or not you balance stab wires, and you said no very fast. Yeah, because I've never done it. I've never done it. Like I've never successfully gone from, oh, I'm gonna take this wire and I'm gonna twist it around to make it perfectly balanced. It just, I tried it once and it immediately felt like a waste of time. Like I was like, wait a minute, I'm twisting this wire so that it's perfectly level with the other side, which is pretty far away. And I'm supposed to not screw up, and I'm also supposed to spend how much time doing this for 5 wires if that's like a TKL. I was like, no way, no way I'm gonna waste like 20 minutes of my time just doing that, or however long it takes. I mean, it's 20 minutes if you spend 4 minutes each. So I was like, nope. nope. Do you think the anode quality of Neo boards is on par with some high-end boards like TJ or Geon? It's pretty damn good, yeah. It's pretty good. You have to go back to Monkey. Yeah. Have you tried the Leopold playlist? No, I have not. And tips on clocks. Diego is the only OG left because he's too addicted to artisans. It's certainly true that I don't buy much of keyboard stuff anymore. Just generally speaking. I occasionally buy like some keycaps here and there, or like a friend's project. I'll like support it, but I definitely don't buy keyboard stuff much now. The way I see it, you use your keyboard for hours a day. I mean, yeah, I get that. But in the moment of doing it, I'm like, I'm not gonna waste my 20 minutes doing this. Why? Because I can literally toss out that $2 thing in total, or whatever it cost me, and just use a new one, and it works perfectly fine. Like, and the rate of defects is not even that high. So, yeah, I would rather save myself the time. But I mean, if you have the time and the capacity, the patience to do it, by all means, go ahead and balance your wires. Do whatever you need to do to feel happy about your board. But not me. Not me. I waste hours balancing wires at times? That's insane to me. It's just crazy. Literally grab a separate pack of stabs, do it again, and you probably take less time. If it's cherry stabs, even easier. It's like, I mean, not easier, but like they cost so little. It's very inconsequential. Hello UNC. Wow. Doesn't say UNC. UNC. University of North Carolina. Would you like to what? Never have to lube your stabs once you've done it once? I still don't have to do it again, usually. I mean, well, with time, they eventually. So I was talking about this with a friend, and you know, we were talking about how, like in the case of toper stabs, there's a little bit less contact between some parts, and so once you lube toper stabs, they last quite a while. Like if you do it well enough, it's rattle free for quite some time. The problem with MX is MX has a lot of contact points. The contact point being not the stab itself, but the stab itself, the stems with the keycaps. But in Toper, you don't have those side stems, right? Like for the stabilizing process. And so it's different. It kind of shifts the lube around if it depends on what you're using, right? Some people use BDZ for that reason. I don't love BDZ personally, but yeah, like eventually things shift around, and you know, you'll have to probably retune at some point. I don't really believe that something will remain perfect for a long time, but you know, hey, who knows? Maybe Norbar's new stabs will remain perfect for forever, and we don't know that yet. Well, I don't know about the longevity problem, but we'll see. Whenever that happens, surely. Buy my Proto so I can buy another one. How many keyboards do I own? Very many. Very many. Many. Markertron and Deboki in shambles? I mean, yeah, that's good for them. It's great that they do it. Deboki even burrs the wire ends. Yeah, I've seen that. I've seen the sandpaper thing. Forget wire blends, bring back Holy and Band-Aid mods. Anyway, how are you, Lamp? Dude, I got my red scarf PCB in. Red scarf, wow. Which red scarf? There's several of them. Which layout? Yes, it is the same plate as the Semo and the Polestar. Wow, holy moly, is this Peaches? Wow, rare appearance. Hi, Peaches. Thanks for the sub. You and Marcia should have a public debate on lube used for stabs. I think it's pretty clear that we would have disagreements and we would just chalk it up to that. Cause what does she use nowadays still? Does she use does she use dielectric these days still? I think she does, right? I think she uses dielectric, right? Dielectric is cheap and good if you know how to use it. I use 205 because I bought a lot of 205 and it works for me. Like it just doesn't fail me. So I just use it because it's consistency of doing it many times. Like once you do it enough times, you kind of get to practice and it just works. And so I've kind of gotten there, and so I personally just stick to it, right? It requires me to switch between things a little less, especially like for example the people who use like 205 and BDZ, right? For example, I don't want to be switching between two different substances, right? For the same stab. I think that part kind of annoys me. That's one thing I don't like about that specific option of the process. You could just stick to one, I guess. You could just do BDZ in the wire and that's it. That's another option too. Red Scar V3 is for the lightsaber V1. Oh, the 96 key one. Oh, okay, cool. You have a sheet to keep track of all keyboards and their configs? Yeah, of course. Will they be made in America though? Wait, what is? Oh, shit, I missed it. I don't know what it was. Stabs? I don't know. Maybe. Who knows? Probably not though. Probably not. Toper is the Toyota of keyboards. Unstoppable. Yeah, reliable. Reliable. Just comfortable and consistent, I guess. Relatively. Putting all the effort into MX steps at the end of all the work, they still sound like ass. Wow, MX taking the hard L. This is such a Vin Keys take. Was looking for a PCB with QMK instead of O2D and having to restart my computer into Korean. What? You have to restart your computer into Korean? I've never had to do that after a certain like version of the O2D thing. Didn't need the Korean locale. GHV4 for stabs? Trust? It sounds so expensive to do that. I don't know how you do it, Lamp, but it sounds very expensive to me. Any racks for Toper parts? I've received my OSA V2 for ages. Haven't got around to build it. Desky stuff are so expensive. Yeah, Desky stuff is expensive. What else is available, guys, for Toper like EC? Like for domes? Cheap EC is like hard to name. Can you think of cheaper EC? I mean, I guess the cheap one cheap way is to harvest, but if that's like hunting for a good deal, it's kind of tougher. What's PBB? Lamp. When thing is made in Japan, shush. The O2D for duck stuff is all in Korean. What? What version are you using? Do you want me to show you my O2D thingy right now? Look, hold on. I'm gonna show you what O2D looks like for me. What are you talking about, dude? My Windows is in English too, by the way. What are you talking about? Like I have no idea Like, okay, hold on. New, let's say lightsaber. I'm gonna screenshot it and send it to. Too bad I can't paste the image in Twitch chat, but I'll send it to. I'll put it in my general chat lamp in my server. Like, it's not in Korean. Anyway. Diego, people used to buy me GH4 during my peak of breaking in switches, so I have 4 vials of it. Oh, nice. Will you try out the new Astrodomes? They look promising. I'll try them out if I can get my hands on some, but I don't know if I mean, I don't think I'll be like willingly volunteering to purchase some because I'm not really looking for extra parts right now. Also, I guess the Astrodomes are supposed to be like the BKE, right? Like the BKE style of domes. They're very tactile. I'm not a huge high tactility fan. PBB is YMDK's new domestic domes. Okay, I see. So see, the problem with Topper EC, right, is you have to get them from different places if you want like to optimize for cost. Because Desky admittedly is expensive. Desky's is pretty expensive, right? Easier to win the lottery, not worry about how expensive easy can be. Fair. I think I'm gonna need a plate fork for this one. It's kind of tight. Are these MX2A or Hyperglides? I think these are Hyperglides. I think. It has a new logo, but I don't remember if anything about the logo changed between MX2A and Hyperglides. I think these are I think these are Hyperglides. Oh, one easy way to know is if it has the extra lube on the bottom piece, right? Yeah, this is Hyperglide. It's completely empty inside. MX2As come with the lube, right? And it's like quite a bit. Also, I think these are KLC films actually. I should update that on the build command. Yeah, I know that the logo hasn't changed between those two. I was just wondering if there was anything else to distinguish them, really. I don't think there is, aside from the factory lube. Okay, let me update that build command. Edit. Yeah, these are KLC films. There, done. Somebody the other day asked me if 2008 MX Browns were vintage. I was like, no, they're not. It was an interesting question. I was like, what? Since when do people think that 2000 and some switches are vintage? It's a little surprising. But 2008 was the year they were born? Holy moly, that's so savage. It is 16 years ago. Yeah, yeah. 17 now. 17. Vintage is at least before the first gen of K-pop. I don't even know when the first gen of K-pop is year-wise now. Wow, you sounded old just now. Don't I sound old like the majority of the time? It's in the 90s? Okay, it is like the... Is it like the... HOT? And Soteji? Yeah, okay. Wow, man, Soteji. That's old. I remember listening to Soteji on cassettes. Yeah. Back in the day. You're a relic, Unk? Look at these kiddos. Oh shit, exposed my age. You were hyped when the wax cylinder came out? Wow. Jeez, so toxic. So toxic. That's a bent pin right there. What caps are these? Are that you use to test? They're like random. I think this is like an Analog Dream space bar. These are from like random double shots. This is like a defective nuclear data enter that I had replaced when I got my nuclear data set back in the day. This is just like a wob, like an extra wob shift from another set. They're just random, like they're like random extra, like extra parts, like extra caps that I just use. I just decided I can just use them for testing. Okay, sounds pretty good. Back in the day, you did it again? Yeah, I mean, of course I'm gonna say that a lot, because at this point, I feel like anything in the hobby that's like older than like, what, 5 years is pretty old. I think, right? I think most people consider 5 years old like pretty old, in the hobby at least. Because people keep saying like, these GMK sets that come in the long trays are like old. I'm like, is it really though? Alex told me to ask you before, because you're more well-versed in things related to keyboard history. I was wondering if you could share a little bit about what Olivetti is and why it's significant in the hobby. I feel like Vinkeys could answer that best, but Olivetti is a brand. Right? Like, you can... It's a manufacturer. The wiki is dead, right? The Destority wiki now I think is dead, but the you know, Olivetti is a manufacturer. I think they're Italian, right? Based on the name, they're Italian. They would make keyboards and typewriters, and kind of like a lot of their sort of like the color scheme is this sort of like beigeish, grayish, beigeish, and blue colors. So yeah, Olivetti is significant in the sense that they're an Italian, like they're this manufacturer of typewriters and keyboards. So there's a lot of stuff that's Olivetti branded. You know, similar to other manufacturers. How is Zeal doing nowadays, I wonder? I'm sure he's doing very well. I'm not sure as a keyboard vendor, but I'm sure the person himself is doing fine. The clear trays with the pins that always break? Yes, those. Oh, whoa, Sunny D, whoa, I didn't even know you were streaming. What about pre-plastic tray GMK? Isn't pre-plastic tray GMK just bags? Plastic bags? Because the first trays that they did were for GMK TA, Triumph Adler. And those didn't have great trays, and then they revised it. Because people would get like keycaps that were scratched or damaged in transit and stuff. Also, well, welcome, Raiders and Mr. Sunny. How are you? What were you up to today? What were you doing? Were you building a board? Did a switch lubing stream? Oh, cool. What are you lubing? Let me guess. That makes blocks? For a future Marshmallows build? Oh, nice. Do you like lubing switches? Do you enjoy it? Or do you do it because you have very specific preferences about it? And it's okay. Yeah, that's fair. I mostly lube my own switches to save money. I don't want to ask somebody else to do it because then I have to pay them to do it, right? I'm not super picky about it. I think generally. Sets like Ski Data R1 and Cyan R1 came in bags? Yeah, I see. Oh yeah, that's right, I think. Yeah, Ski Data. I think Hyperfuse R1 also came in bags, yeah. If I recall correctly. Roostery, hello. Pay my Switch guy with 2 artisans when I first sent him switches. Now he just makes me pay for shipping. Oh. Sweet. Probably need another stream to lube MX clears for the 356.2 rebuild. Oh, nice, nice, nice. R1 was a back set. Yeah, sounds right. That sounds also old enough. During lockdown, I got my wife to lube them for me. Wow. Look at that. Voluntarily? That's crazy. Shades Pride, hello. Yo, yo, ¿cómo vas, amigo? Todo bien. How are you? She had nothing to do, so she lubed them while listening and watching YouTube? Wow. That's crazy. Voluntarily doing? Ah, wow. That's... How nice of her. It's very nice of them to do it. Tengo tristes noticias. What kind of sad news? That's true love. Oh my god. For real. Is that your relationship goal as well? It's okay. I actually think I would get annoyed myself, even though I'm not the one doing it, because I would feel like it can be done faster, or it can be done like in a certain way, and I would rather not have anybody else do it. Matrix 2.0 que me hiciste hace rato got shocked via Christmas sweater and killed the PCB. Oh, GG. What? Oh, rip. Gotta get a new PCB then. Yeah, beggars can't be choosers. Yeah, for real. What do you mean you only got 10 done? I need 90 by tomorrow. ¿Dónde los venden? You guys know? Wait, which Matrix 2.0? Is it the ADD? Xmas. Oh. Oh man, I don't know. Does Matrix sell any extra PCBs? Do they even have extra PCBs? I guess that would be the first place I would ask though. I would ask Matrix themselves. I tried their support. Oh, damn. So nothing. Oof. Damn. I don't know, honestly. The problem with Matrix boards is that they have a... They have their own like PCB stuff for like everything, so it's like you can't really. There's not much in the market that's like there's not much in the market that supports it, like third-party stuff. There like really isn't. It's kind of tough. It's all like basically proprietary stuff. Right? I think I saw someone selling a HS hot swap PCB for a 2.0 ADD. I think that might be compatible, right? I'm actually not 100% sure which PCBs are compatible with other boards. Worth checking though. Ahí te dejo ese tip. No se don't keep with a fluffy Christmas sweater. Gotta have the humidifiers on, man. We always have a humidifier on at home because it gets so it gets so staticky. It's especially worse with Kiwi around because we touch Kiwi and he gets shocked. Tip RAE, hello, hello, hello. How goes it? En serio? Yeah, I mean, in the winter it gets dry, so just gotta be careful. Just gotta be careful in the winter always. Anytime it's dry, really. But we always have like humidifiers running. Oh, interesting. I haven't killed any PCBs, like in particular yet. They eventually like come back, but yeah, I know some people who really have a lot of static buildup at home or whatever, like in the air, or like, you know, like from the air being so dry, and then they do shock their PCBs to death. Like this one just happened. Tengo guitarras, lo mantengo en 40-45 humidity. Oh, that's pretty good. 40-45 is pretty good actually. That's pretty humid. Oh, I mean, yeah, it's like decently humid. That's surprising. I guess it is the sweater then. You can kill duct PCB by leaving it alone or looking at it. Yeah, don't look at it too scarily, okay? Yeah, there are some PCBs that are very susceptible. Kiwi first always? Yeah, of course. Alright. I think that's it. That's what I get for going full on Christmas. Got the holiday spirit. I guess holiday spirit was like, you gotta get yourself another Christmas board. Man, that sucks. I'm sorry, man. Those nerd PCBs were expensive as well. The Gone ones, yeah, those were pricey. Gone parts in general were like priced pretty high. I have no idea why. They're just priced high. I mean, no. I do have an idea why. It was just business. They're just priced high. Demanded the premium, kind of thing. Monopoly at the time, yeah. At the time, it definitely was a little bit of that. For me, it's a CA66 PCB. Oh, play keyboard. I do remember people complaining about play keyboard PCBs, percent studio PCBs, like canoes and skogs would get broken pretty easily. key clack PCBs, like the M65 ones. Those would also get like ESD'd or whatever really easily, I heard. There's a few others. There any good Hall effect custom builds out there? I'm not super familiar. What's good Hall effect stuff out there, guys? Is there like, isn't there that Venom Hall effect PCB for like TKLs, was it? The Geon one? I think that one fits certain boards. And then I guess there's, I mean, yeah, if you have routing, that works too. I've seen people do a corn build with Hall effect. Yeah, unicorn. I guess there's that too. Frog Mini Legera case. What the heck is that? 60% Venom PCB. Oh, okay, so 60% as well. Cool. How do you do that? The unicorn build. I'm not super familiar, but I mean, you need to get a PCB that works for it. Been seeing lots of magnetic switch PCBs that will fit generic tray. Yeah, so that's how PCBs like the Hall effect stuff has like took off with the Wu-Ting stuff and the generic tray mount, G60 style tray mount. Like they'll fit in like all the poker style layout cases, 60%. I'm not super in touch with the HE stuff because I'm not that interested in it myself. But if you ask around, I think people will tell you. GA60 standard is immortal, it seems. It's more so that it's, you know, it's like, why reinvent a framework when it's there, right? They feel awful. They're pretty stiff. They're very stiff. It's too many HE switches that are long pole. Oh, that's kind of a shame. That's kind of a shame as someone who doesn't really use long pole for the most part. Right? I don't know how you guys feel about it, but I'm not a huge long pole like switch person. I mean, they're okay, but I'm like, I don't like adore it per se. Shorter travel? Oh, okay. Yeah, I see. Let's test the PCB first before I just plug it in into the, put it into the board. Okay. Alright, I think that's... What? Is this flash or no? It's the cable. I'm pretty sure it's the cable. This cable's kind of weird. I'm gonna grab the Lindy. Where's my Lindy? Where's my Lindy? Oh, right here. I can't see it. Oh, there. That's bright. Okay, let's see. Is this? Okay, cool. That works. Thanks, Diego. Time to go to sleep. Have a good one. RMC, take care of yourself. All right. I think it's only flash with QMK, but not VIA. I do want to reprogram it though, so let me look up for the file for this. This is Infinity. Oh, whoops. This is the Infinity hot swap McLovin. Key map file downloads. Okay, sweet. This is indeed. Okay, revision 3. Yep. Okay, here it is. Flash. Actually, let's see if he'll adjust the JSON file. Oh. Oh, there it is. Okay. So turn that off. And let's program a few things here. Right alt. Okay. Okay. I think that's it. Okay, cool. Now let's place our daughter board in the case. So let's see. plug in our PCB here, and we're done. Should make sure that cable doesn't get tangled on anything. Alright, so there it is, all built up. Boom, there it is, there it is. Alright, so the obvious key set choice exists. The question is, do we want to do... There's GMK Dolch, there is MTNU as well, if you wanted to see MTNU on this. Either way is fine with me. Blank pawns would be juicy. That would work too, yeah, sure. I guess. Something like that. Blanks. Something dark as well. But I mean, it's a Dolch board, so I feel like we have to put Dolch, right? JTK Dolch is McNasty. Alright, yeah, sure. We can do MTNU then. You can try MTNU, see how it looks. It'll look nice, I'm sure. All right, MTNU. The OG Dolch is 1800, right? Yes, it is 1800. Dolch R5 rerun with Hangul, please. Dolch R5 rerun, huh? At some point, maybe. I mean, it kind of depends on vendors and whatnot. So, it's not just me. So we have to just kind of wait and see. Because now that Blue Alert is essentially finalized, I can look into new projects. Okay. Just checking that I got the layout right. Let's see. What else? Caps lock. Oh, forgot the long shift here. Then we have the bottom row. Got the space bar. All right. Well, I guess we can choose which one would you guys like to see? Which accent? Should we do the teal one, the red one, or the regular one? Teal? Okay, turquoise teal. Yes. And put some artisans. Got this cool Barky over here. Do I have any other Dolch stuff right now here? Dark gray. How do you like the Neo 60? It's pretty nice. I mean, the fact that it's like, how much is it? $200 basically? It's kind of crazy. Oh, I have some Dolch artisans here. It's crazy that it's only Alright, there it is. It's like $200. Crazy that more brass become cheaper. It's more so that Neo, like Quarter Keys, runs these boards at like really low margins, if any. Like it's kind of insane. It's kind of crazy. So this board is quite low typing angle. It's like maybe like 5 or 6 degrees at most. It's very low typing angle. Looks nice though, actually. Looks really nice in I think I like it much more in TKL form than it was in 65% when they did the 65% of this one. Now the question is, does it fit Lindy? Will it fit Lindy? I'm not sure. I don't think it will. I don't think it reaches all the way in. Doesn't work with Lindy. Ugh, that's a shame. I can use a different keyboard. My music has been on mute this whole time? Oh, really? That's surprising. That's weird. It's actually on. Can refresh the thing. It's probably the... There. that should do it. And let's see. Let's see. Okay. Let's try that. See that? Look at that. There it is, our Dolch TKL. All right, so there it is. So Dolch TKL. We can go over the specs on the board a little bit. So it's a 5-degree typing angle board. It's about 3 kilos unbuilt. Its top mount uses the same plate as the Semo TKL, as well as a few other boards. Currently have an Infinity 87 hot swap PCB here. This is win keyless black, and it has these acrylic badges for the Dolch logo. And currently we have it built with the MX Reds on a full aluminum plate. These are lubed MX Reds, and then we have MTNU Dolch for keycaps. And they're trying to go for about 400 USD, including PCB plate, etc. But that's what they're trying to go for. But yeah, this is a prototype unit, but it looks quite nice. It's pretty nice, kind of like standard wedge, but has that Dolch pack curvature here, and like the iconic grilled portion here at the top at the forehead, and it looks pretty good. All right, let's try it out now. Let's try typing on it. All right, so this is top mount, and currently built with MX Reds. All right, here we go. Pretty nice, actually. It sounds really good. So it actually doesn't have too much room in there, so it's a nice and tight sort of like case here, and it's a pretty low typing angle. As you can see, this is only 5 degrees, I think, so pretty low typing angle. It sounds pretty good, and MTNU does look pretty good on this, especially, yeah, I think the low typing angle is helping the look too. Let me go through the mods. honestly, it sounds pretty good, really solid. I actually was expecting it to be different from this, but it does sound pretty good. It sounds really good with MTNU. It looks really nice as well. We can show the board. So let's talk about the look of the board here. So, you know, so that's what it looks like, right? So 5-degree typing angle. This is currently built with MX Reds. Has the acrylic logo in the middle over there. And I can show you the specifics more up close, but so the side here, which kind of looks like it's like a wedge basically, but then it has a very chunky top piece here, and then I mean both the bottom and the top piece are actually quite heavy. Like one of them was like 1.8 kilos, the other one was basically like 1.2 kilos, so really heavy top and bottom piece overall. We have a seam here that goes like runs to the back of the board, and then you know we have this like grilled portion here, which is very characteristic of the original Dolch. And then the back portion is similar to like the exterior of the Dolch pack case, right? It has this kind of grilled portion, and then you know you have this logo here. We have screws. We have 4 at the top, 2 on the sides, and then 4 at the bottom. But yeah, it looks quite nice. This is what the side profile of MTNU looks like on this. So it's a very shallow, like low typing angle, but it looks nice with MTNU. So it's a very nice looking board. I think if you are a fan of Dolch related things, this is definitely super appealing. I think I personally held back on the 65% when I recall it came out, because I was like, I don't know about translating the design into a 65. I thought maybe TKL or just like original 1800 style would be nice, but here it is finally in TKL form. I mean, there is the Huck Dolch TKL as well. It existed before. This is different from that one. They made some key changes that make it distinctly different from that old one, which also was a very chonky design back then. But yeah, this is the Dolch TKL that just got IC'd on GH. Yes, that's correct. It's the one that had like a Google form for an IC. It's mostly it's definitely mostly a language barrier thing that's happening there. It's like you put like an IC and there's a Google form, and expecting people to sort of like chime in on like whatever like they might want. But yeah, this is something that they're planning on definitely running. And they sent out a prototype here for me to check out. But pretty nice. It sounds like solid. This currently has no foam at all, and it honestly sounds spacebar sounds really good on this. Yeah, it's very top mounty and very nice. So yeah, but if you're a fan of what Dolch like stuff looks like, it's like this. I can actually show you the original Dolch, right? Like the original Dolch pack like portion. Keyboard looks like this, right? It's like this, right? So it has these like clips, right? But it's kind of a similar vibe, right? Like, I mean, technically it's like this, I guess. You can sort of compare the two, right? And then if you compare sort of like the TKL with the 1800, it's like that, right? So yeah, it's like similar, same but different, right? 1800 obviously just like different separation for the F row. and whatnot. And obviously this is like this is clipped into like the Dolch pack case, right? So that's how it looks. But yeah, honestly, it's a really nice rendition of the Dolch pack design. Like from the little like ribbed portion here, the tapers somewhat like into the middle to a slightly shallower sort of like cut, and then a little bit deeper towards the ends. It's really well done. So I personally think it's probably the best rendition of a Dolch bass thing yet. And I think the sound and the feel, honestly, pretty good. Pretty good. All right, so I guess that's about it as far as the build itself is concerned. But you know, if you have any specific questions or concerns or whatever, let me know. I can address anything else that might be open-ended at the moment. It does not fit a Lindy, just so you know. Yeah. Do you think you'll be getting it? I think for now I'll be keeping the prototype around for a bit. The target price for it is about $400 US, which I think for small run manufacturing, it's probably the right ballpark. Like I think that if they go lower, they're probably cutting into their own cost, because it's also being made in Korea, and Korea is not that cheap for manufacturing. So so yeah. Because they have to, like, you know, get raw materials and machine and whatnot, but things are not that cheap in Korea in terms of labor and manufacturing. I think I saw this on Hariappa. Oh, Hariappa stream. Oh, okay, that would make sense. I mean, I imagine they probably sent it to some Korean folks as well. This is kind of like the most current, I guess, version of the board, is because like they literally sent it out as soon as it was done with the finishing. So there's that. Yeah. Is this a personal build? Yeah, for now you can basically consider it as a personal build, yeah. Because I'll be keeping it around for a bit. Yeah, no, technically, I guess it's like neither, yeah. Yeah, you could consider this like a personal build. But looks pretty good. Honestly expected less, or little rather, and got a lot more than that. I think it looks great. So if you're into the Dolch stuff, this is pretty nice. I know some people have qualms about like the plate mounting, for example, like it has a bunch of screws, but it feels actually okay on this particular board. It doesn't feel like, it feels top mount-y, and it doesn't feel like harsh, and the spacebar is pretty good. Yeah, I think it's pretty good. I have no real issues with it. How do you like MTNU overall? Oh, I really like MTNU. It's, I would say I generally like the top shape of MTNU a lot, like a ton, because of how like curved it is. So I really like the profile like that, but I still do prefer cylindrical overall, like a little bit more. Like if I had to choose between cylindrical and MTNU, I still would choose cylindrical. But I would say, yeah, if it's for non-cherry profile, it's definitely probably my favorite so far. Like I've tried other ones. Like I've tried DSA, SA, you know, XDA, like the PBS one. I've tried like Toper High Pro, you know, MT3. What else is there? Like DSS. I've tried a few of the other ones, and I think MTNU is probably the best non-cherry profile that I've tried so far. Like it's just very comfy. The height is not very high, so it's like pretty nice. It kind of seems to evoke a little bit of a feeling of like the keycaps being on the short side for sure, but it's not uncomfortable or weird. So it's pretty comfy to type on. So I like MTNU. My first impression of it when I got the graphite set, the blank set, was pretty good already, but I think it's pretty nice on this too. I actually would like to, I don't know, MTNU on like a steeper board. I feel like MTNU looks better on these lower typing angle boards right now, just because of the relative height and the skirt of the keycap is sort of like wide, and so I think it looks better on these lower angle boards than the higher angle. I think like cherry profile looks a lot better on like higher angle stuff. Some people, you know, talk about like SA looking really good on high typing angle boards too, but SA is just really tall, not that comfy, and also the SA, like a lot of the keycaps are kind of like glossy, and it's a very different feeling. Like I really like the texture on MTNU, brand new MTNU. I've been wondering what CYL means for GMK sets. It means cylindrical, yeah. Yeah, that's what it means. So GMK, so Peaches, while you were gone, basically, GMK released this new profile called MTNU, technically. It's like Mattel new profile, basically. It's like a collab, like between Mattel and GMK. And then, so because they had MTNU stuff to release now, they had to rename all their cherry profile caps as CYL, or they decided to do that. So now they call it CYL something for cylindrical stuff. I personally think it's silly because it's just cherry profile. I feel like they could have just left it as GMK whatever is just cylindrical by default, and MTNU is MTNU. But they don't agree on that, so they have two separate lines. Yeah. I was gone from the hobby when they made MTNU, and man, it was so confusing. CYL, it's like, where is it GMK? Yeah, it's like, imagine like if you were like, oh, CYL, oh, what is this new vendor? Yeah, it's so confusing. But yeah, it's still just GMK. I get why they added the extra descriptor. Yeah, I mean, it's probably just for their own internal purpose at first, and then now it's like, because GMK is the company, the brand, right? So it's like the difference between no descriptor and MTNU, right? But yeah. How do I get this TKL? It looks insane. Yeah, it was probably an internal thing that had to be moved out when they were pushing into vendors, like invoicing and stuff like that. Yeah, it does sound like an engineering department decision, right? That's the first thing I thought. So I was like, oh yeah, engineering. Anyway, how do you get this? There is a Discord server linked in the build command. Yes, as someone who works in engineering, yeah, like internal documentation stuff. So that Discord server will have updates on the board. There's a Dolch TKL like channel on that, but they also posted an interest check on Keycaps, so good chances that they'll post about updates on that. and the Keycap thread is here. This thing is alu? Yes, this thing is all alu. It's a 3 kilogram chunk of alu. It's 3 kilograms is unbuilt, by the way. It has no weights inside. It's just aluminum. It's just aluminum. It's just all aluminum. This thing is 3.42. Oh, 420. Blaze it. Let's go. Don't you dare, you mother. 420. Blaze it. Aluminum. Yes, it's aluminum. Beauty mirror basin. Wet dry separation. Do you guys know that? Anyway, yeah, so 3.42 kilograms, 7 pounds, and almost 9 ounces. Yes. No LOL. Oh, it's this stupid. You know, like LC Sign, like the LED brand that has, you know, Tony, our homie, doing marketing for them. It's the aluminum thing is this lady who does marketing for these like capsule like pod houses type of stuff, like those like portable housing thingies, and then they're like made out of aluminum or something like that, and like steel, right? And so she's like, oh, aluminum, galvanized steel structure. I love LC Sign Tony. Who doesn't like LC Sign Tony? Everyone loves LC Sign. No one can cancel him either, apparently. He went wild for a bit, and then he kind of tamed down after a while. All the ethnicities and groups of people he's offended, except there's also a lot of. Is that the guy who does the Trump voice? Yes, it's the guy who works at like a sign factory, and does like, it's like, hey homie, it's Tony, and yes, also does a bunch of the Trump voice thingies. Yeah. LC Stein Tony has a girlfriend though. He didn't show up on Valentine's Day. Yeah, he does a lot of a lot of stuff in really like fluent accent. Yeah, it's like, it's kind of crazy. Speaks a lot of languages. But yeah, he's talented. Man's talented, and he's using it for the best of his ability to market LC Sign products. So yeah, no MOQ. Contact on the WhatsApp. Anyway. I guess we can wrap it up for now. I assume there's not much else I think I can show, but if you guys had any last minute questions or anything like that. Alright, so okay, so let's see who is currently streaming. I see Tyler Keyword Live currently doing a what's he building? Geon Works F1A 722. I think earlier I saw Alex, but I think he's done. Yeah. Is there any internal weight? It's just chonky metal. It's just all metal. It's just all aluminum. It's 1.2 kilos top piece, completely flat. You know, top mount. And then the bottom is the piece that angles the board. So angles the board at 5 degrees. About 1.8 kilos in weight. And then, you know, the PCB is just a standard like H87 or McLovin Infinity 87 style TKL PCB. Just has a daughter board connection from here. JST goes into the middle of the case right here, and that's pretty much it. Its top mount has these acrylic badges. Price point target is around $400 US. You know, plus minus whatever. And then I don't know when exactly we'll run, but they're planning on doing it soon because they did ask me if I could build it right after I would get it. So, which is why I have actually been doing so many builds back to back. It's because I've kind of running on a certain timeline as well. So I'm thinking they're planning on running this fairly soon, like, you know, end of the month, maybe early March kind of thing. So you'll see updates on that stuff pretty soon. And usually they don't do big batches, I think. So you know, if you like it though, do support it, because I feel like it's these kinds of projects that you see once and then you never see again. So especially because this is super niche, like it's like Dolch TKL. It's like, you know, only people who like the whole Dolch idea will enjoy this. So, and that's not many people, to be honest. So yeah. You want to call in sick tomorrow? I can't. I actually can't call in sick. I'm using every single of my hours, like vacation hours, next month. Like, I'm gonna be on a negative balance. I'm gonna have to work my ass off for the rest of, like, the first half of the year, because yeah, I'm taking some time off in March. So yeah. Oh, you're streaming yourself? Oh, I see. Bile, haven't been catching stream live, but I've been watching YouTube video to pass time. Oh, Peaches, it's good to see you back. It's so nice to see you back. No Diego stream next month? Not for a good chunk of it. Yeah, I might stream like maybe once in the beginning of the month and once at the end, but actually, yeah, probably not really gonna stream that month, like in March. So I guess we'll see. But I mean, I still have some builds to do. I still have the Platinum PT 750 from Percent, and I think Cornices is proxying that or doing that, running that. So I still have that build. I still have lamps, FMJ, Kupos, Philco. I guess that's for the most part what's left right now. Yeah, my own Philco. Yeah, I mean, I just need to desolder and resolder it to the new PCB. Yeah. That one's not gonna be too hard. So, yeah. But okay. Well, let's wrap it up here, guys. All right, let's go rate Tyler. But again, thank you. You guys can check out the TKL one last time from the side angle view. And yeah. Alright, folks, I might see you, I'll probably see you again this week, maybe tomorrow, maybe back to back. Depends on when I get back home from work and if I have everything ready, that kind of stuff. But yeah, I might stream actually again tomorrow and maybe again on Wednesday. But we'll see. It's busy, but we'll see. Alright, I'll see you later. Have to catch up on Severance? Oh, you should catch up. Alright, bye bye guys. Take it easy. Have a good night.